right? Or are you? I mean, do you just fire them off here and there? Or is that something like a couple times a year you pull out the backflip and do it?
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. You like literally prior to flipping I had that train flip is what I had set up. So I had that big step up, which it's like a super easy ramp to flip because it's so steep. So like I literally pulled that ramp out, set it up. I did a couple straight airs just to get my speed right, just so I didn't overshoot it, and then you go and flip it. And my timing was maybe slightly off, but within a couple flips, it's like, yep, this is what it is, right? You get it down pretty quick. But in the old days, I used to like really go at it. I actually went very slow approach to it. I would set up the ramp and flip into the foam pit, and then I would bring it out to the snow, and then I would do a little warm up, and then I would flip it to snow. And now it's like I have both my mini flip ramp, and if I have that double flip ramp, the big steep ramp set up, I don't want to say they're easy to flip. Like the mini flip ramp is actually kind of technical just because everything happens so quick off of it. You can really mess up bad. But I kind of practice just standing on it, and then I go in and flip it. So for the most part, I would feel pretty confident, like if I had to just at any point in the year just say, okay, hey, you have to go flip this right now, first try, I'd be like, okay, like you could do it.
Yeah, but it's not something you're just firing out on a weekly basis when you're on your sled or anything like that anymore. You're just like, yeah, over it. We'll do them when we have to type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's doing like that. I mean, and they're still fun. Like,
yeah.
I had an idea for a while. I thought about, like, I wanted to see how many years I could backflip a snowmobile, like, into my, I just thought, I wonder if I could do it till I was 50. I wonder if I could do it, like that. But I think I got to get a better setup that's like very easy on the body, because right now the mini flip is like, it's a really hard landing. It's really flat, so I need to have a better landing than that before I sign up for the annual snowmobile flip into my 50s.
So I guess that being said, man, it's almost it's almost springtime. Snow's starting to melt up there. I guess it is springtime, almost summer. You're about ready to pull the boat out. I would say probably by the end of May, right? Get it on the lake.
Yeah, I just talked to them, and they said that the boat's in, and they're just getting it prepped, ready to go. And we're down here at Lake the Ozarks right now, and my dock guy just put the dock in. I just got a picture of that, so I'll get back and get the boat in and hopefully be able to get out on the water for a little bit. But I'm really excited to go ride my dirt bike for whatever reason. I rode a bit last year in the fall with my brother-in-law Joe, and it was really fun because I'm at the point now on dirt bikes where I've like come to the conclusion that I'm not the best dirt biker, and I don't feel like I have to prove anything to anyone anymore. So I just am full vet class rider. I just go out there and I just rip around and I usually am one of the first ones out there on the track when it's nice and smooth, and then I'm usually done before at the practice track. I'm usually done before it gets rough, right? So I'm full vet class rider, and it's really fun because just my brother-in-law Joe, he was a mechanic for Suzuki ATV racing back in the day, and was a mechanic for our race team for quite a few years, and it's just fun because he's keeping me he just gets me so jacked up to ride dirt bike, and it's really fun. So hopefully, we were talking about even going down to there's a track that Chad Reed's been working on or working with down in North Carolina. So we talked about maybe road tripping down there and checking out that track and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. So I want to go back to something you said earlier, and you said it jokingly, but I kind of started laughing. And I've been thinking about it since you said it. You were talking about, all the stunts and if you got somebody that wants to carry the torch for you. And I started laughing because I know, Travis is a good friend of both of ours, Pastrana, and, he's still like you. He's still very much writing and doing things. But, even like with the triple, at some point I had Trav on the show, and Trav goes, look, man, he goes, I knew it was time for somebody to carry the torch. I couldn't do it. I just knew I could not do that, and it was time to hand it off. So then it was like, put all our focus on Sheeny and helping Sheeny do this, and you kind of mentioned something, and I started laughing in my mind, but it's almost like, part of you is like, yeah, I can still do this at a high level, but if somebody kind of steps up and I see that they can carry the torch, like, I've got no problem helping somebody else achieve all this stuff in the future.
I would imagine Travis has the same thoughts as me. I've been fortunate to be able to do a lot of really neat things, and had a lot of help doing all these things. And you come to understand what it takes to do a distance jump, to do a backflip, whatever it may be. And then as you go on, you see all these athletes that are doing these crazy things in motocross and UTV and all these other avenues. And for me, that's where you pull a lot of inspiration. You see that stuff, and then the creative juices start flowing. And I just know that I'll forever, like you said, look at the world different than most. And you just go, hey, you could downslope that. You could jump from there. You could, if you set a ramp there, you could do this. And I think it would just be, I don't want to say like, hey, you should go do this. It's just like, it would just be fun to filter ideas to somebody that has that same mindset.
And if you want this entire interview with Levi LaVallee, head over to my podcast, Project Action. It's uncut, unedited, right there for you guys. But with that, we're going to be back after this on the General Tire Down and Dirty Radio Show, powered by Polaris Razor. You want extreme performance, reliability, and the most fun you can have on four wheels? The Polaris Razor brings it to you. But you don't need to take my word for it. You can take theirs.
I'm Tanner Faust, and I choose the Polaris Razor because it's the most fun you can have with a steering wheel.
What's up? I'm Ronnie Renner, and I choose Polaris Razor because it's the sickest, most reliable side-by-side on the planet.
What's up, everybody? Heavy D from Diesel Brothers. Listen, I'm on Team Razor because it's hands down the best piece of machinery on the planet.
I'm RJ Anderson, and I choose Polaris Razor because it's the most fun, most capable machine.
Action sports stars, TV personalities, and some of the best race car drivers in the world all choose Polaris Razor because it's the ultimate combination of power, suspension, agility, and fun. Find out more information on the web at PolarisRazor.com or follow at Polaris Razor on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the hashtag RazorLife to share your story.
Thanks for tuning in to the Down and Dirty Radio Show, available live online, in syndication on networks across the U.S., and available internationally on the American Forces Network.
Welcome back to the General Tire Down and Dirty Radio Show, powered by Polaris Razor. It's all she wrote this week. Man, thank you guys for the continued support of the show. Head over to Apple Podcasts, subscribe to us. Once again, that Levi LaVallee interview is uncut over there on Project Action. Subscribe to that on Podcast One. I am at JimBeaver15 on social media. Big shout out to all of our amazing partners in the show: General Tire, Polaris Razor, Vision Wheel, Rigid Industries, Dirtfish. Coupon code over at Dirtfish is JimBeaver15. Optimus, our good friends at iRacing, PR-JimBeaver, get you 50% off there. We've got our good friends at Manscaped. Yes, coupon code JimBeaver for 20% off and free shipping. We've also got our, Fistful of Bourbon, our great whiskey partners there, GSP XTV Axles. We got a lot of supporters in the show. Thanks to all of them for continuing to get us on the air each and every week. Like I said before, next week, big week for me. I've got Best of the Desert race I'm racing in, and got a whole lot of stuff going on, a lot of content. 2 races, 2 weeks for us. It's going to be massive. But I will be live tweeting during a lot of the racing this weekend, so check me out on Twitter at JimBeaver15. Let's carry on the conversation over there. And have a great weekend, guys. And we'll see you next time right here on the General Tire Down and Dirty Radio Show, powered by Polaris Razor. Hit me up with your questions. I want to answer them on the show. And, it's I guess that's me officially signing off for this week. See you next time.